Hi everyone, Sandra here from the Schwoven's Nest. I want to show you how I decorated this wall shelf in my kitchen, and I've also got a DIY for you at the end as well. Hope you enjoy it. So this little wall is in the corner of my kitchen and it kind of overlooks the family room area as well. I didn't know what to do there, so I decided to take this pallet shelf that I made last year. It was sitting on my kitchen counter and I was using it as a divider for different things that I needed there, but I decided to repurpose it this year. So I just took some old pallet wood, cut them down to size, sanded them down. It's raw wood, I didn't want to do any staining on it. This first item is from Dollarama. They're both two separate items. One is the topiary ball and the other is just a little metal container that I found there a couple of years ago. I know they still have the topiary balls because I was there just a few days ago and they had some more, but they do sell out fast. I also just put a little piece of wood underneath so it would be raised up a little higher once I put it inside. The next session I decided to put a candle, which I had already around the house from previous decor. I'm not really keen on the color of it, so I'll probably change it out at some point, or maybe I'll just put some paper around it and make it look a little bit nicer. And the little farmhouse picture is one of the smallest pictures that I picked up in my farmhouse haul. If you didn't see that video, I'll put it in the description box below. It's white enamel and it just fits perfectly in here. I also put a little shelf under that so it would stand up a little bit higher, and I might actually even boost it up a little bit more so it shows up a little bit better. The shutter I got from a thrift store a couple of years ago now. I got a set of 6 and I just took them apart. They were bifold shutters. I spray painted it sort of an antique white. I did have it hanging in my living room at one point with a pair of them next to a mirror, but I decided to showcase this one standing up. I thought it gave a really nice piece of vertical height to the display. So I did have some cotton flowers. These are from my Hobby Lobby haul when I was in Texas back in December. And I decided to use some brown sticks that I had, and I glued the cotton balls on, added a little bit of greenery. And then I took a canister that I had. It was a Christmas present. It was a Bailey's chocolate canister. It had some chocolates in it, but it kind of looks the size of a Pringles can, maybe just a little bit smaller. And I had some of this contact paper that looks like wood, so I decided to roll that up and sort of make it look like a bit of a log standing there. And it blends in really nicely with the pallet wood. This clock I've had for many years. It's always hung in this spot. So when we took it down to have the house painted, it was really strange not seeing the clock there. So I had to put it back. I did put it off center, and that's why I wanted to have the shutter standing there, just to kind of give it a nice little overall cohesive look. I'm really happy with how this turned out. This next project, unfortunately, I don't have any video footage of me creating it. I totally zoned out and forgot to turn my camera on. The first thing I did was take an old vase that had been used as a previous arrangement. It was a shade of purple, so I took the Rust-Oleum Chiffon Cream chalk paint and gave it 2 good coats. All of the greenery that you see here came from the Dollar Tree, and they were bits and pieces that I had left over. The cotton balls came from Hobby Lobby, and the brown stems were from a previous arrangement as well. These flowers didn't have any stems, so I used hot glue to glue them onto the brown stem, and I changed the direction of them as I worked up and down the brown stem. The brown stems have these curly cues at the top that I thought was kind of cute. Then I added some of the boxwood leaves that I had left over from another project and glued them on near the cotton stems. I also used some asparagus fern, which is the small, tiny little green ones, kind of spiky, that you can see here. And the best thing to do is just put it in all different directions. Don't be too uniform with things because nature in itself is not uniform. So the more awkward it looks, the better it's going to be in your arrangement. I did have some of the little curly cues left over, so I just pushed them down to the bottom just for a little bit of filler. And then I also had some fern from the Dollar Tree, so I decided to put those leaves inside just to give it a little bit more dimension. And then underneath I also have some other filler from other stems that I had, and then I also put some of these white stems in just for a little bit more texture. I hope you enjoyed the video and got some inspiration to create some farmhouse decor for your home. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel to support me, and click the bell to get notified when I upload new videos. Thanks for watching!